Test 1, 2.
1, 2.
The House Committee on Natural Resources, Environment, Tourism, and Outdoor Recreation will come to order. Madam Clerk, will you please take attendance?
Chair Podsky.
Here.
Representatives Hill.
Here.
Shannon.
Present.
Arbit.
Here.
McFall.
Here.
Pies.
Present.
Martin.
Here.
Preston.
Here.
Shriver.
Here.
Madam Chair, you have 9 members present. You have a quorum.
Thank you very much. We need a motion to adopt the minutes from June 22nd, 2023. I see a motion from Representative McFall, and he moves to accept the minutes. We are going to go at ease and let Vice Chair Hill take over and then come back and hear a testimony on a really important bill about butterflies again, friends. So thank you.
Gently, with butterfly wings, we will bring the committee back to order here. We will now hear testimony on House Bill 4590. Representative Brendan Carter is unable to join us, so her legislative director, Jonathan Wertheimer, will be speaking to the bill. I understand you'll be speaking to the H1 sub that we have been provided.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Rep. Carter does send her apologies, but Health Policy's meeting right now too, so she couldn't make it today, so you gotta deal with me. I will be speaking to the H1 sub for House Bill 4590, which is available to you. I am enthused to present a bill that would name the monarch butterfly the official migratory insect of our great state. The annual migration of the eastern monarch butterfly is one of the most impressive there is. Flying up to 2,500 miles from the US and Canada where they breed, all the way down to the forests in central Mexico where they hibernate, the monarch's migratory pattern is the most highly evolved of any known insect species. Unfortunately, the migrating populations of the monarch are less than half the size they need to be to avoid extinction. The monarch population has declined by 85% in just the last 2 decades. The decline of monarch butterflies is one of the reasons the International Union for the Conservation of Nature added the monarch butterfly to its list of threatened species. Recognizing the monarch is not just about highlighting a species, it is about recognizing and conserving a unique migratory phenomenon in nature. Michigan is known as the architect of agricultural science and has helped shape what we know about the mass production of foods. We must support the pollinators that make this possible. Adopting the monarch as Michigan's migratory insect signals the monarch butterfly is an important part of the ecology of our state and our nation's food supply and is worthy of protection. Michiganders benefit from the positive impact the monarch butterfly has on the environment, our food supply, and our ecotourism. Lastly, as you consider your support, the adoption of the monarch butterfly is also a chance for conservation education where K-12 students can learn more about science, our food supply, and the importance of migratory pollinators like the monarch to our ecosystem. I encourage your support in adopting the monarch butterfly as the official migratory insect of Michigan, and thank you for having me today.
Questions? Rep. Pius.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Do you see any support coming towards, well, once it's accepted as the state insect, do you see that as increasing financial support for projects involving that, like, I don't know, butterfly bushes or doing more environmental landscaping targeted towards pollinators?
In terms of what the state would pay for, it would be the discretion, of course, of this wonderful chamber. But like local clubs would be more than welcome to purchase, like there's a Monarch Mile, for example, right around Sylvan Lake or Kego Harbor that they have. That is something that the locals put on. Yes, Representative Arvett. So if any individual or local club wanted to put some money forward, they certainly would be more than able to, and would be able to add the monarch as a migratory insect, like kind of something to talk about while they do that.
Representative Arbit.
Thank you, Madam Chair Hill. You know, I think this is such a, I mean, the monarch butterfly is just an iconic butterfly, and I know we're doing a state butterfly. This committee has heard a bill to, to designate a state butterfly and now a state migratory insect, and I'm just a little bit concerned about the slippery slope here. Do you think that there is any possibility that, we could be getting into territory of, I don't really want to see us designating a state arachnid. That would be, I'd be vehemently opposed to that. So I just want your thoughts on whether or not this opens the door for, unacceptable designations like a state arachnid.
Well, that's the lovely thing about being on the staff. That is up to y'all to decide. And, we as a staff are here to help you make whatever you want to make policy.
Thank you, Mr. Wertheimer, for presenting. Oh, I'm sorry. Rapace, you had another question. I apologize.
Thank you again, Madam Chair. It's not a question, but a little bit of history on the monarch and its migration. I've studied for many years the Day of the Dead ceremonies, they're calling them in Mexico and South America. And the monarchs usually arrive in central Mexico, usually about Michoacan, that area, right around November 1st. And Day of the Dead is celebrated November 1st and 2nd, but the monarchs are considered to be the spirits of the children that are visiting. So they usually happen that one day, more than any other days, and that's why they celebrate that particular day for children who have passed, is because they believe those are the spirits of the children returning. So, thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. And I think we now have all the questions for Mr. Wertheimer. Now I understand we have a member of the Sylvan Garden Club available on Zoom. Could you join us now or come off mute? Good morning.
Good morning. Did I unmute?
Yes, you did. We can
There.
hear you. Could please state your name and then go ahead and make your testimony. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Tina Herzberg. I am the president of the Sylvan Lake Garden Club. And we have been involved with promoting the Monarch Mile and pollinators locally here. And I think this is a great thing to create awareness of the insects that are important to our agricultural heritage and providing a learning environment for students, appreciation of what the monarchs are about. And I'm for this bill. We are.
Thank you. Rep. Arbit.
Hi, Tina. I just want to say thank you. I'm your state representative. I want to say thank you for your work. And when I was walking right behind you in the Memorial Day parade, I just want to say that all of us politicians got no love compared to the love that you ladies got with the Garden Club and your big float. So I just props and hats off to you. And thanks for zooming in and advocating on this bill.
Thank you.
Seeing no further questions, thank you for your testimony, Ms. Herzberg, and for representing the garden clubs and the butterfly. All right. We will now read in cards. We do have one card from the Michigan United Conservation Club's Justin Tomei, and they do not wish to speak and support the bill. All right, there being no more testimony, there's being no more testimony and no absent members, the, let's see. There being no objection, wait, you lost me here. There being no further business, sorry, that was in case we had absent members. Having no absent members, there's no further business before the committee, and the committee shall stand adjourned.